Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to another video. Thank you so much for being here. I am so grateful that you are here. If this is your first time being here, please consider subscribing below. I make daily videos related to content that I think you guys might be interested in. I'm looking for my cards. Here they are. All right, you guys. Today we are going to find out how to know if you're on the right path. So how do you know if you're on the right path? Let's use the tarot cards and my intuition here. We're going to see some advice. We're going to see a card to give us advice to know if we're on the right path. So, how do we know if we're on the right path? The Fool card. The Fool card. Again, we see the Fool card. Interesting. The Fool card is about being in the right place at the right time. It's about very first card in tarot. It is the number 0, which is even before the number 1. It's the conception of an idea before the idea actually takes, physicality. It's number 1, numero uno, you guys. And so how can we know if we're on the right path? Well, I think I heard a big part of life is not knowing if we're on the right path. It's the little journeys that we take because we're just trying to experience everything that the world and this human experience has to offer us. And so I think I feel like the Fool card, the energy of the Fool card is very carefree, it's very inviting, it's very adventurous. It feels like playing a new video game for the first time. It feels like, when your neighbor gets a new animal, and I think I said this in the last Fool card video, but when your neighbor gets a new animal and you want to go over to their house and see the new animal, there's this level of newness to it. And so how you know that you're on the right path is when you don't feel so stagnated. If you feel stuck, it's because you are experiencing your definition of what the feeling of stuck is. And so how do you get unstuck? You say, well, if you feel stuck, you know deep within you how to get unstuck. What is exciting to you? What do you want? Is somebody pestering you? Is somebody at work, asking lots of things from you and you're just not resonating with the work anymore, with that person anymore, or with that experience anymore. And sometimes we just, like I said, but the other day, we like what we know because it has kept us alive for centuries and millennia. It is in human nature to want to stay in familiarity. That is the ego. That is our drive to live because we know what's going on and we can predict it. And our human selves, our animalistic selves, like predictability because we know for certain something. And so I think when you're in this area, in this adventure of not knowing, of being excited about every day, of waking up and feeling like today's a new day and I'm excited about today and I'm excited about what it has to offer. I'm excited to experience whatever I'm going to experience today. If you're waking up and you feel good, and not just because you're waking up at like a shitty time, like 4 a.m. when I used to work. I know I was on the right path when I was waking up at like 5 a.m. every day. I would work out, I go to my 9 to 5, and it was good for a while. I felt good for a while. And then I think that the turning point was when I started waking up, at 5. I was tired as fuck, but I didn't have that drive anymore. I didn't have that excitement about life. I was really excited about the weekends and I was excited about seeing my friends and I was excited about things, yes. But I didn't have that novelty of being excited to be in my routine of being alive, of doing things. And it felt a little mundane to me. It felt a little, I just knew that there was something more out there. And so when you feel like there's something more out there is something more out there. And chances are you're just not making the decisions because you don't want conflict and you like the predictability. You don't want to risk something. You don't want to take a risk. But the Fool card is telling us sometimes in life to get on the right path, we need to take risks. We need to be a little crazy. We need to have this carefree mentality of, it's okay to not know where I'm going. It's okay to just drive around. It's okay to go to a new restaurant. It's okay to meet somebody new. It's okay to try out a job. If I don't like it, then I'll change to something else. If I don't like it, then, it's gonna be okay, you guys. The universe is watching out for you. You're protected. You're protected because you're allowed to experience new things. You're allowed to do new things. You're allowed to do all of this. You're only responsible for yourself and your own happiness and your own experience, all right? And so when you look at your life and you look at the decisions that you're making and decisions that you've made, and if you feel stuck, sometimes it's not the season of life for you to be doing a certain thing or for you to meet a certain person or for you to have a certain experience. And sometimes it's a season of life for you to do something else. And so when you figure out what season of life you're in, if it's just to chill, if it's just to work on yourself, if it's to be single, if it's to not be single, figure out what season of life you're divinely guided to, and then figure out, okay, am I doing this thing right? Am I making the choices that I know deep in my heart I need to make? Because chances are you're just going to let those decisions and let those choices build up for a long period of time. It's going to be even harder when you're down the road to figure out and break it to those experiences that you're no longer resonating with them. And if that's the case, then that's the case, and that's okay. And you don't have to make a decision right now. What I am saying is that you know deep within you that there is something better for you. It's like the Eight of Cups I was talking about the other day. You know that there's going to be something else for you. Are you excited? Are you happy in your life? Do you like what you're doing? Are you truly excited? And if you wake up and you're like, yeah, today's a new day. I'm excited about today. I'm going to see what today has to offer. Then, yeah, you know what? You are on the right path and you're doing good. And sometimes our path and our season of life is to be in the wrong path so that you can make decisions to get back onto the right path. Did that even make sense? I hope I'm making sense, you guys. Like, what I'm trying to say is, like, there's two paths. You're on this path. This is the path you're supposed to be on. And sometimes we get, pulled over to this path a little bit. And the universe is like, are you going to make the decisions to get back on this path? Or are you just going to stay here and just do nothing about it? Because if you make the decisions, if you break it to those experiences that, you know what? Maybe I need to be on this path. Maybe I need to quit my job and move here. Maybe I need to put myself out there and start dating people. Maybe I need to break up with somebody who, maybe I need to stop talking to one of my toxic friends. Whatever it is, maybe you need to move houses, you guys. And the universe is like, are you going to do it? Are you going to make those decisions? Or are you not going to make those decisions? And, you can stay here for a little while. You can stay here for a long while. Chances are at the end of it, you're going to be like, damn, this is even harder to go to the right path because I've waited so long. And it's been in my heart for so long. And I've been predictable for so long. And, then you make the decision. And then it's going to be amazing. So I hope that made sense to you guys. I just want you guys to think about what I say. Let me know if you think about what I say in the comments below. I'm curious if anything I ever say resonates with you guys. Thank you so much, you guys, for subscribing to me, and like this video if you like the video, if you liked what I said today. I appreciate it. And you guys, I love you so freaking much. Thank you so much for being here, honestly. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it, you guys. Hope you like this video, and I will talk to you soon.